Hi, and welcome to my channel, Mystic Moon Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading from Spirit for you, Divine Feminine. We will get a lot of different messages for you from Spirit. We'll be using a new self-care deck later on in the reading, and I will also finish off with several songs. Now let's begin. This is only a collective reading, not a personal one, so it won't apply to all Divine Feminines. Please take the cards that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Also, the gender may be reversed in this reading. Let's get started. What would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Your ex has a pattern of leaving women when things start to get serious. He is non-committal. He feels rejected by you because the cycle is now closed and he cannot come with you into this brand new stage in your life. You keep transmuting the evil eye that the Karmic sends you and turning it into positives and blessings. You are a true alchemist, Divine Feminine. It is rather disgusting that this Karmic has it in for you. Women should look out for other women, not attack them. He wasn't worth it at the end of the day anyway. He used the Karmic to heal him from the heartbreak he felt from you and him breaking up. Your ex should have realized that he couldn't disappoint you multiple times and expect your energy to still crave him. Your ex chose to be toxic and now has regret and remorse about not choosing the divine path with you, Divine Feminine. In the past, he gave you mixed signals and kept you on the back burner. Most of you Divine Feminines wish that he would understand your silence and move on with his life. A woman checks out of a relationship mentally before she separates with a man physically. Was this what you did, Divine Feminine? He was cocky and he thought he had you right where he wanted you. He figured that you would never go anywhere. You surprised him, Divine Feminine. What else would Spirit like to say to you today? The Karmic turned him against you. She made up so many lies and caused obstacles and blockages between you and him. You couldn't continue to love this man as he continued to offer you nothing in return. Your ex simply could not be tamed. You gave up trying to tame him. You put him in the too hard basket. He is used to doormat women who he can dominate. You are about to receive unlimited blessings, Divine Feminine. You fell hard for this man. You really thought that he was the one. That's why it hurt you beyond belief when he switched up on you out of nowhere. He broke not only your heart, but your trust too. You are so relieved that you are not the one being lied to, cheated on, betrayed, or manipulated any longer. It feels like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders since I removed him from your life. His ego was such a turn-off for you, Divine Feminine. The Karmic feels extra threatened because she knows that you are single now, most of you anyway. At the end of the day, none of the Karmic's manipulation tactics, games, black magic, gossip, or slander has worked. It has all backfired. Now she has been exposed for her demonic ways. To him, you are extremely mysterious. You are keeping all of your moves hidden now, Divine Feminine. You are definitely marriage material. Messages from Spirit today for you, Divine Feminine. He kept breaking your heart for third parties and then kept lying to you about it. A lot of you Divine Feminines feel that you have been unlucky in love. If you have a platform, your ex hates it and wants you to quit. He wants you to stop working for me and giving people the messages that they need to hear. He is extremely jealous of you in your life purpose, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. He regrets not proposing to you when he had you in the palm of his hands. He goes for weak women who are easy to manipulate, brainwash, and use mind control on. Then he met you, Divine Feminine. You are the opposite. You are a strong, independent woman. DF, you will notice that a lot of different energies from your past will be returning, wanting to reconcile with you. It is because you have a ginormous blessing on its way to you from me. He is lonely and insecure now without the unconditional love that you provided him with. The Karmic is now anxious, worried, stressed, and depressed. He is actually waking up to her antics and the magic is wearing off. She is freaking out right now. You were in survival mode for so long, and now it is time for you to live, Divine Feminine. Your ex carries a lot of shame concerning his behavior and how unfairly he treated you. He hurt and then abandoned you based on the lies that he was told that he foolishly believed. You can't even believe that he has the hide to even contemplate coming back around your way after the heartbreak and destruction that he caused you. He wants you to be hurting now simply because he is hurting. Your ex was accustomed to yes women who did everything he wanted them to. You were different though, Divine Feminine. He has been treating the Karmic terribly as he is being enlightened about what she did to separate you and him. The Karmic is actually a narcissist. You were giving him so much love and he became used to that and expected it always. He didn't value it when he had it and only missed it when it was no longer available to him. You feel there is too much water under the bridge for you to ever consider taking him back again. He hates and loves you at the same time. You actually forced him to take a long, hard look at himself. You showed him what he was doing wrong in his life, for example, living in his shadow side and not doing things of the light. DF, the hardest parts for you breaking up with this man were grieving the future that you had imagined together and grieving the person that you thought you knew. What else would Spirit like to say to you today? wants to come back now that things are coming together in your life and you are healing and feeling wonderful again. He couldn't see exactly what you had to offer and how extremely talented you are, Divine Feminine. It's so difficult for him to watch you succeeding now from a distance. When you wanted him, he didn't want you. Now he wants you and you don't want him, Divine Feminine. You are extremely selective with who you allow into your life now. He is so angry at himself because now you have changed and you won't allow him back in to hurt you ever again. When he hurt you intentionally and put you in heartbreak, I witnessed it and dished out the appropriate karma to him. The Karmic spent so much money on witchcraft and spells on both you and the masculine to ruin the spiritual connection that you shared. The Karmic threatens to kick him out all of the time. He is treading on eggshells daily with her. The Karmic is so threatened by you as she knows that he still has love for you. Also, she is aware that she could never compete with the soul connection you had with him. The Karmic runs you down daily to him. She thinks this will make him hate you. All it does, though, is make him reminisce over you and love you even more. He used to project his own problems, insecurities, and faults onto you. Divine Feminine, you are in a positive headspace and you believe in yourself again. I helped you get to this place and your mindset is positive once again. He cannot get you out of his head. He hates the way that he still loves you. He doesn't want to, but to this day he does. His view on love is distorted though. He was reckless, promiscuous, and vain. He goes from one woman to another and never allows himself any time for grieving the last relationship. Therefore, he brings unresolved issues and wounds to the new person. He is money hungry and happy to spend other people's money. He hid multiple partners from you, Divine Feminine. He let too many other people influence him and put in their 2 cents regarding the relationship he had with you. You feel proud of yourself for your inner strength and the adversities that you have overcome, including distress, affliction, hardships, and unfortunate events or incidents that have occurred in your life. The magic that the Karmic puts on him is wearing off, and he's starting to see everything clearly. This is putting him in a state of regret and remorse for how he treated you. It's just too late in your eyes, though. What else would Spirit like to say to you today? The attacks that were made on your finances backfired. So now you are getting double the abundance, Divine Feminine. Your ex created way too much confusion for you, and your intuition was screaming at you that something just wasn't right. He was trying to drag you down to his level. Instead, you ascended even higher spiritually. DF, you feel that you simply can't afford another bond with the wrong soul. Divine Feminine, your ex was hot and then cold, in and then out, up and then down. It was like he had bipolar, and you were stuck on a roller coaster with him and you couldn't get off. This was so exhausting for you. The twin flame journey that you were on was so turbulent and full of drama and chaos. I am bringing you in a new soulmate instead, because it won't be as rocky or challenging for you. Your ex is now a fallen twin flame. You really don't look like what you have been through in your life. You look great for your age, Divine Feminine. There was a point in time when you never ever thought that you would recover from what your ex put you through. Don't be fooled. He is only taking advantage of and using this karmic to heal his broken heart from you. Your ex thought that he could leave the door open with you forever and go in and out of your life whenever he felt like it. You got sick of him choosing other karmic connections over you. If your ex does come back around, he still won't give you what you deserve. He will block your blessings, sap your energy, and use you once again. You knew that your ex would never ever change for you in any way, so you decided to put walls up to protect yourself from being hurt by him any longer. Not only have you achieved a lot, you have the potential to achieve so much more, Divine Feminine. The sky is the limit. You vibrate so high, Divine Feminine. You tried to help this ex of yours who was so low vibrational. You tried to get him to see things through your eyes. He wasn't interested in your opinions or your assistance because he was too pessimistic, self-centered, and damaged. You feel that the way he broke your heart was so cruel. Me, your angels and ancestors protect you 24/7. Don't worry about the karmic spell work, as you are protected from all of it. If you would have known the secrets that he kept from you in the beginning, you never ever would have had anything to do with him. He really misses your high vibrational energy that kept him protected and safe. It was so painful for you when you discovered that he was deceitful, a liar, and a cheater. It was like your heart was shattered into tiny pieces. He thinks that you are the one to blame now because he is receiving bad karma. He knows it is because of the way he treated you. You weren't interested whatsoever in a player. You would prefer to be on your own, Divine Feminine. Your ex hates that he has now been exposed by tarot readers. He is upset that you are now aware of what he was doing in the dark. Have you been receiving any spam calls, private numbers, or unknown numbers on your phone? If so, this is your ex. He is still a player playing the field. He loves to play games with people's hearts. He was overindulgent. He was having too much of a lot of different things, including alcohol, sex, drugs, and gambling. He needs to get away from the low vibrational crowd that he hangs out with. They are no good for him, as they enable him to constantly stay in that low vibration. Divine Feminine, I am leveling you up at a rapid pace because you are so obedient to me. Your ex messed with your thoughts, which was psychological abuse, and also messed with your feelings, which was emotional abuse. Some of you Divine Feminines will accept him back if he cleans up his act, clears his karmic debts, and does the shadow work. This new love that I am sending in will exceed your expectations. You felt like you were going around in circles with this man. You were confused, you had no idea where you stood, and he tried to play head games with you. He is jealous of how sexy, confident, and alluring you are to other men. You were in a sunken place, Divine Feminine, and you didn't know what to do or who to turn to. You felt so alone when he let you down and abandoned you. DF, you have a divine purpose here on earth to fulfill. You were specially chosen by God for this. Maybe you did chase him in the past, but as soon as you became the Empress, you stopped. Empresses attract. They do not chase or share men. You are an angel and he is a player. This was never going to be a great match. Whilst you were in his energy, he was doing so well for himself. He had a big head and thought that he was God's gift to women. He is not doing so well without you in his life. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? He judged you and thought that he was actually better than you. That wasn't real love in the first place. He leaves the one he is with if he thinks that he has found someone better. He is an opportunist. You got so fed up with having to teach this man how to love you. He cheated on you and disrespected you. He literally does whatever the hell he wants, whenever he wants, and however he wants. He doesn't even have the capacity to take other people's feelings into account. When he does the things he does, he is so self-centered and narcissistic. At times, you actually wondered if your ex was a sociopath. Divine Feminine, don't worry about how I will work things out in your life. Just get closer to me and I will handle the rest. He thinks you can come in now and save him from the bad karma that he has accrued from dealing with this main karmic as well as other karmics. He wants your divine protection. The relationship between him and the karmic is abusive and completely toxic. Your ex cannot give you either what you want or what you need. You know by now that you should never go backwards in life. Keep ascending, you are on the right track. He is repulsed by the karmic now. She did love spells to keep him, and now the spell's reversed. Now she is obsessed with him, and he cannot stand the sight of her. You did feel a strong soul tie with him. However, you realized that he was too far gone. You couldn't sacrifice your own health trying to save him. DF, have you deleted his photos, texts, messages, voicemails, and his number? He thinks that you have. You are abundant now, not in just wealth, but also in peace, strength, blessings, spiritual upgrades, personal fulfillment, improved health and sleep, and a positive outlook for your future. The Karmic has been doing spells to target your money, Divine Feminine. You are about to receive more though. Her spells get returned straight back to her, so now she has nothing. She never learns. Your spirit team has blocked any access to you from him whatsoever. They know that he truly could never give you what you deserve. You wouldn't compete for his love, and you wouldn't chase him. Now his feelings have been hurt by you because you refuse to play his stupid games. He knows that you won't be the same old sweetheart you always were to him if he were to reach out to you right now. You are in your masculine energy at this time. You are standing up for yourself, big time, Divine Feminine. He played with your feelings, which was very cruel, and he also loved to play mind games with you. At first, you were so confused. In the end, you decided that you were above this childish behavior and that you wouldn't get anywhere with this particular man. Your ex's new woman is a Karmic. She is very well aware that he still loves you, Divine Feminine. When you put me first, trust in divine timing, and keep the faith, miracles will happen in your life. You waited and waited and waited for him to make his decision, and he didn't choose you. It was a blessing though, even though it didn't feel like it at the time. He was too wishy-washy with you, and you wanted something concrete, Divine Feminine. You wanted a solid love offer. You have money coming in for you, Divine Feminine. You have the gift of alchemy. You are capable of turning all of the pain that you have endured in your life into both power and abundance for yourself. The Karmic has made his life a living nightmare. You have always given too much to the people in your life, even those who never appreciated it. I gave you strength bit by bit, a bit each day, to help you recover slowly but surely from the pain that he left you in. He was trying to prove to you that he could find an upgrade of you easily. That's how arrogant he was. He soon discovered that trying to replace the love you gave to him was nearly impossible. Thank you for listening to me and freeing yourself from the third-party situation your ex had you stuck in. You are an Empress and she is a peasant. You are a light worker, Divine Feminine. You were personally picked for this role. You are helping others spiritually with your gifts and helping to educate and awaken them to their divine purpose. What else would Spirit like to say to you today? You got so sick of trying to fix him. You knew that he was a lost cause in the end. After all, God helps those who help themselves. You have questioned yourself and wondered if he ever really loved you. If a man is in love with you, he will apologize, he will sacrifice for you, he will be consistent, he will be loyal to you, he will defend you, and he doesn't intentionally hurt you like this ex of yours. Your ex is a narcissist and he is attempting to block your movement forward. It is one thing to heal a broken heart. However, it's another thing to heal a broken mind and brain and have to heal from narcissistic abuse. It is a long process of healing yourself from this. You noticed that when you left him behind, you had a lot more energy. That's because he was an energy vampire. He sucked your energy and took it straight to the karmic. A woman who knows her worth will never wait on the ego or indifference of a man who does not. Divine Feminine, did you notice that they never want to discuss what triggered you, only how you react? You pay attention to people's intentions and mindset rather than their appearance. You no longer confuse the soul with the shell, Divine Feminine. The smartest thing a woman can learn is to never need a man. Words start to lose value when actions don't match. What people saw in your ex was the superficial him. Charming, confident, an extrovert, sociable, and caring. What people didn't see was this. He was jealous, a bully, a big liar, a heartbreaker. He was afraid of loneliness. He had no empathy, and he was addicted to social attention. You let him think that some of you Divine Feminines played dumb with him for a little while to see exactly how far he would go to lie to you and deceive you. You let him think that he was the smart one. Then you completely shocked him. You stood up for yourself, took back your power, and walked away with your head held high. This is how a lot of you Divine Feminines feel now. Let me be clear. My love is unconditional, but your presence in my life is not. The moment that you prove that your value of me does not measure up to my sense of self-worth, I will have no problem unconditionally loving the memory of you and moving on. These are the signs of narcissism. Entitled, needs and demands attention and supply, prone to jealousy, needs to be right, never apologizes unless it benefits them, manipulative, lies, emotionally immature, always plays the victim, lacks self-awareness and the ability to grow, and an inability to accept no for an answer, and always needs to have their own way. Never takes responsibility and always puts the blame on you. Did your ex have any of these, Divine Feminine? Don't feel bad when you fell for someone that turned out to be toxic. Sometimes devils are disguised as everything we ever wanted. It's not until you give them time that they reveal who they are. You gave it a chance, you tried. It didn't turn out right. Take the lesson from it, forgive yourself, and keep moving forward. When your life got better when you realized you didn't have to be nice. Nice got you ran over, stressed out, and disrespected. Now you're not as nice as you once were. You are still a great person though. There is a big difference, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, these are some ways that will help you stay mentally strong. Do not fear alone time. Don't dwell on the past. Don't feel the world owes you. Don't expect immediate results. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. Don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself. Don't waste energy on things that you cannot control. Don't let others influence your emotions. Don't resent other people's success. Don't shy away from responsibilities. Don't give up after the first failure. Don't fear taking risks. What else would Spirit like to say to you, Divine Feminine? He was never a good match for you, Divine Feminine. He lives in the fast lane, he is completely reckless, and he is always up to something. He is cunning and sneaky too. You are way above this. You are an Empress. The Karmic has been bragging to her friends and family about how she was able to and has succeeded at keeping you two apart using magic. Your ex feels that you are someone else now. Some days he feels that he should have been loyal to you. He should have prioritized you. He should have placed you on a pedestal. He should have listened to you more. He should have given more than he took. He should have had more respect for you. He should have been more kind and gentle. He should have treated you better. He should have been more genuine with you. And lastly, he should have had more empathy and compassion when it came to you. You put in so much effort and time with this ex. You were 100% loyal and you gave him your all. The problem was that you were the one who was left depleted in the end. You were depleted of money, energy, resources, time, health, and patience. Now we'll get various messages from Spirit regarding advice for you and some self-care tips. Read a book on self-love. Let go of things that you can't control, but that you're still clinging onto. Take a scenic drive or a road trip. Get a health checkup. Spend time around people that support you. Say kind words to yourself. Treat yourself like royalty. Do something crafty. Create a vision board. Take your shoes off and step on the grass or sand. Sit somewhere in nature. Don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. Don't worry about others' opinions. Hang up photos of loved ones in your house. Organize your drawers. Go on a paper purge. Make a playlist that cheers you up. Make a playlist for calming down. Go to the markets. See a movie. Book a wine tasting. Set a boundary in a difficult relationship. Delegate tasks to lessen your workload. List the things that you like about yourself. Go through your wardrobe and throw clothes away that you haven't worn in years. Reward yourself if you have been working hard. Celebrate milestones. Cast out the idea that you have to be perfect. Attend a concert or performance by a favorite musician or band. Perform a random act of kindness because it makes you feel good. Learn how to restore calm when you get overwhelmed with worries. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Identify your true needs and get help where you need it. Learn how to listen to your higher self. Learn more about crystals for self-love. Keep an accomplishments folder. Travel at least once a year. Do things that make you happy. Accept yourself just as you are. Set boundaries with people. Try to avoid triggers, people, or situations that set you off when you are in a vulnerable state. Say no when you need to. And lastly, do not compare yourself to others. I'm using my new song deck now. The lyrics in these songs reflect how Spirit would like you to think and feel about yourself right now, Divine Feminine. Bridge Over Troubled Water by Paul Simon. Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. Spirit Indestructible by Nelly Furtado. Don't Hide Your Magic by Emily Arrow. Respect by Aretha Franklin. Me by Taylor Swift. Love Me More by Sam Smith. Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. Simply the Best by Tina Turner. We Are the Champions by Queen. Silver Threads and Golden Needles by Linda Ronstadt. Things Can Only Get Better by Howard Jones. Fame by Irene Cara. And the last one is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Divine Feminine. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Bye.